Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Zipel besties, depending on when you come across this video. So in today's tutorial, I'll be teaching us how to calculate crotch depth and crotch extension for different types of trousers, for fitted trouser, for loose trouser, and for jumpsuits. I know this is what you want to learn, so all you have to do for me is to please click on the subscribe button. The more you subscribe, the more I get the vibe to teach more. So please don't just watch, subscribe to this channel and also click on the notification bell so I get notified whenever I upload new sewing tutorial. So I wouldn't want to take much of our time in this particular tutorial. So like I said, we'll be learning how to calculate crotch depth for loose trouser, fitted trouser, and jumpsuit. So I'll have to start, write the title, crotch depth. Now, to calculate your normal crotch depth, is always a hip circumference divided by 4. Hip circumference divided by 4 will give you your crotch depth. Now, I'm working with a hip of 44. So that means 44 divided by 4 will give me 11 inches. But 44 divided by 4 is 11 inches. So how do I mark my crotch depth? First of all, I have to draft my trouser block. So this is my trouser block. This is my trouser block. Okay. Now I have to put my crotch depth, which is a vertical measurement. Crotch depth, vertical measurement. Crotch extension, horizontal measurement. Now I have to mark from here. This is my waist. This is my waist. Then I'll measure my hip point. Then my crotch extension, my crotch depth is now from my waist to this 11 inches. So this is my waist and this is my hip. This is now my crotch depth. So from my waist to vertically, I will mark this 11 inches. From my waist vertically, I will mark 11 inches as my crotch depth. Now, assuming I am working with a loose trouser like a palazzo trouser or even a joggers, palazzo joggers, are you getting me? Anything that is palazzo that is not fitted, all I have to do is add 2 inches to my measurement. So since I have hip 44 divided by 4, which is 11, so for the loose trouser I will add plus 2 inches. For the loose trouser I will add plus 2 inches. That means 11 plus 2 will give me 13. That means for my loose trouser, my palazzo, my joggers loose trouser, I'm using 13 inches as my crotch depth. So that means vertically from my waist I'll mark 13 inches. Vertically from up to down, from my waist I'll mark 13 inches. It will now serve as my crotch depth for loose trouser. Now when you're working with a jumpsuit, you know, jumpsuit is not the same thing as trouser. Is you have the upper part and the trouser part joined together, so you need more allowance so that you can be comfortable. It wouldn't make sense after drafting your jumpsuit, you wouldn't find it comfortable to move around. So when you are drafting for jumpsuit, you add 3 to 4 inches depending on how, you know, how big your backside is. I don't know if you're getting me. Depending on how big your backside is. So let me assume I am working with a jumpsuit. So it will not be my hip circumference 44 divided by 4, which is 11, plus 3 or plus 4, depending on how, I don't know if you're getting me. From 3 inches, you can take it to 4 inches, 3 and 4, depending on how the person's boots, how big it is. So 3 to 4 inches. So 11 plus 3 inches is 14 inches. 11 plus 4 inches is 15 inches when you are working with when you're working with a jumpsuit. So that means 11 plus 3, I will mark 15 inches. Sorry, 14 inches for my jumpsuit. Or 11 plus 4, I'll mark 15 inches for my jumpsuit. That is for the crotch depth. That is for the crotch depth. Now let's talk about crotch extension. Crotch extension. This crotch extension also varies. This crotch extension also varies for loose trouser and for fitted trouser. Yes, it varies for loose trouser and for fitted trouser. Now for fitted trouser, your cross extension, we have cross extension for the back and cross extension for the front. Now for the front crotch extension, front CE. This CE means cross extension. We have your hip circumference divided by 20. So hip 44 divided by 20 will give me my front crotch extension. So 44 divided by 20 will give me 2.2. So that means for my front crotch extension, at this place I have my crotch depth. At this place I have my crotch depth for the front. I will measure from here, from where my hip, my trouser block stop, which is this line. I will come out by 2.2. I will come out by 2.2. I'll come out by 2.2. Then I will go up from here by 1 inch for the front, and then connect my line from my hip point to meet this point. This is my 2.2, which is my front crunch. But assuming I am working on a loose trouser, I cannot use 2.2. If not, my crotch will be squeezing. So what I'm going to do now will be for the front cross extension for a loose trouser, if my hip circumference divided by 16. I'll divide my hip circumference by 16 for a loose trouser. So that means I'll be having 2.75. For a loose trouser, I'll be having 2.75 as my crotch extension. So that means from here that my trouser block stopped. From here. So I will now mark 2.75 for a loose trouser. But if it's for a fitted trouser, I will maintain 2.2. I don't know if you are getting me, but for this trouser that will be a loose trouser, hip circumference divided by 16, I will now mark from here 2.75. Now let's talk about the back crotch extension. Back crotch extension. For the back crotch, so for the back crotch extension, we are going to divide hip circumference for a fitted trouser. Hip circumference divided by 10. Remember, we are working with hip of 44 divided by 10. That will give us 10. I have 4.4. Remember, for the front cross extension, we got 2.2. So to multiply 2.2 by 2, you'll be having 4.4. That is to tell you that the back crotch extension is double of the front crotch extension because the back has weight more than the front. Are you getting me? Now, this is for a fitted trouser. So for how do you put your back crotch extension? So this is your back pattern. This is your waist, your hip, crotch. Okay, now let's talk about crotch extension. So for the back crotch extension, from here, from this angle, you come by 4.4. You mark 4.4 for the back crotch extension. Now remember, for the front crotch at angle 45, we went up by 1 inch. At angle 45, we went up by 1 inch. But for the back crotch extension at angle 45, we are going up by 2 inches. Go up by 2 inches. So you connect it from your hip point to meet your crotch line. Connect it from your hip point to meet your crotch line for the back crotch extension. So for the back crotch extension for a loose trouser, add 0.75 to 1 inch. From 0.75 to 1 inch. So if you're adding 0.75, you should be having 5.15. So you can just approximate it to 5.25 for your back crotch extension. So if you're adding 4.4 plus 1 inch, you should be having 5.4. 5.4. So you can take it to 5.5. So depending on how big the person is, you can just add 0.75 to it, which will give you 5 points. Just choose 5.25. So for a loose trouser back crotch extension, add 0.75 to it, or you add 1 inch to it, depending on how big the buttocks is, how big, how pronounced the person's buttock is. When it is normal, moderate, just add 0.75 to it. Are you getting me? But when it's now, you know how big, when it's very, very big, add 1 inch to your back crotch extension for a loose trouser. So you also mark it at that particular point if it's for a loose trouser, and then you connect it. So that is how you get your crotch extension for a fitted trouser and your crotch extension for a loose trouser, as well as your crotch depth for a fitted trouser and your crotch depth for a loose trouser. So that is all for today's tutorial. Thank you for watching this video till the end, and I know this video has been helpful to you. Please subscribe to this channel and also give this video a thumbs up, and also drop a comment in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.